Hi. This week we looked at Scott McCloud's Blood in the Gutter. Thinking about how we use closure and editing, one page that spoke to me the most was this one. So I really liked this page because it talked about participation. Filmmakers actually use the audience's imagination to tell a story. It's important to allow the viewer to use their imagination, and that's how closure works. It's the collaborative work of the author and the viewer. As filmmakers, we can use that to our advantage in order to tell a story. Because after all, editing is a tool. I particularly like the first square on the page because it really shows the effect of closure and of letting an audience use their imagination. So during our lecture last week, we talked about editing and the Kuleshov effect. The Kuleshov effect really showcased how editing can completely change a story. So one thing we talked about was editing continuity and how editing shouldn't be noticed. Whereas I think editing can and should be noticed, and it can be stylized. This is something we see in French New Wave films. The directors of the New Wave never wanted to go unnoticed. They wanted their editing to be seen. So to improve my future vlogs, there are definitely a few things I want to do. Because I think I need to get more organized and learn to use my time more efficiently. A bit more cinematic and start telling stories within these vlogs. Instead of making regular vlogs, I'd like to make little short films in order to find my own style. Come here. Come on. So 3 things about Australian copyright laws. Fair dealing provisions. Fair dealing provision is an Australian law.
It relates to a set of provisions within the Copyright Act, a set of rights awarded to the public in relation to the use of copyright work without permission, which means you should only use other people's work for these provisions. Research or study during a course, criticism and reviews, such as or parody and satire. So if you intend to use copyrighted work, that falls out. You must ask the copyright owner for permission before using it. So for all use of copyright, even under the fair dealing provision, you must include a credit statement or referencing the author or creator. And something very important to note as students is that you have intellectual property and that you are the copyright owner of any original work you create at RMIT.